Welcome to Twist Talks, where we talk about the Japanese game Twisted Wonderland.
We discuss theories, headcanons, and other random nonsense about the game and its characters.
For the sake of spoilers within our podcast topics, we will only be discussing the international release over the Japanese release.
Hi, I'm Talissa, and my pronouns are she, her.
Hi, I'm Kaden, and my pronouns are I don't give a fuck.
Hi, I'm Wonder, and I use any pronouns.
So today we are talking about our 3 favorite characters and our 3 least favorite characters. This is just going to be a short one because we're all pretty busy this week. So yeah. Wonder?
Yeah. Also, I just want to give a warning at the top that unless explicitly stated, any opinions expressed in this episode are not shared among all 3 hosts. Just popping in case some hot takes get...
Boo! I wish they were shared. Anyway.
No. Okay. And I'm actually going to make you 2 guess because I basically already told you. Mm-hmm. So who do you 2 think my top 3 are?
Well, okay, in order. I think it is Lilia, Ortho, and then Edia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I have a full list of my ranking of all 22 characters.
Oh, God.
It's in front of me. It needs updating, but yeah, the top 3 are in order. Lilia, Ortho,
another
and
episode.
I could not order them. I think they would all be pretty. It'd be pretty hard.
I know, right?
Okay. Yeah. Okay, go on.
Okay. Okay. So the reasons I like them are probably mainly because Maleficent and Hades are like my 2 favorite Disney, not even just Disney villains, like Disney characters of all time. I love them, and yeah. But Lilia specifically, like the reason it's specifically Lilia and not Malice on my list then is because Lilia has like the best fashion sense in the game, and I'm not sorry, Phil and Kroll fans. You're wrong. Look at Lilia's dorm uniform and tell me he doesn't have the best fashion sense in the game.
For an old man, he slays.
Yeah.
For a grandpa.
And then like, and then I'm just gonna say the way that I always explain him to like people who are just getting into the game or who haven't, or like who don't play the game, just because it's fun and because yeah. So he's a father of 3. He is several hundred years old, a war general, but he's also a junior in high school, a member of a pop band, and a gamer, and like wears a tutu, and I love him.
That's an amazing description of Lilia.
10 out of 10.
I love him. Also, this is slightly unrelated, but I did realize that the reason I can never pronounce Lilia's name right is because of Lilia Baranovskaya from Yuri on Ice. It's so dumb.
Yeah.
But I got so used to saying the name Lilia because of Lilia Baranovskaya. It's supposed to be Lilia. I always just say Lilia because
it's supposed to be
not?
English.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it's okay.
Neither of us really questioned it either. We're just like, oh, that's just how they say it. Okay.
Yeah, I just got over it. I was like, oh, you're being more fancy. Okay.
My mind just assumed you were saying like the Japanese version, and I was just like, oh, okay.
I didn't even notice until this weekend. Anyway, moving on, because I don't want to embarrass myself anymore. Ortho, I love, he is just adorable and precious and sweet, and I love him. I also just really like robot characters.
Yeah,
valid.
So valid.
They're just cool.
Mm-hmm.
I like little robots. And also his design is awesome. Like his dorm uniform.
He's so
So cool.
adorable.
He is.
Ortho is small little being that needs to be protected, even though he can kill you if he wants to.
He's got a bomb.
He's got a bomb.
He's gonna blow us up.
I love him.
Anyway.
And then Iria, who is the odd one out here, personality-wise.
Yeah.
I don't know why I like Iria so much, because I guarantee if he were like a real person and I was interacting with him, I would not. I would absolutely hate him.
Same.
But like, it kind of seems to be like a common theme among like my favorite characters in stuff, that like I like characters associated with video games for some reason, even though I don't actually like video games other than Twisted Wonderland. So like examples of that are like Kenma from Haikyuu or Mia from Skate. Like both of those characters are heavily associated with video games, and they're like my favorite characters from both of their shows. So yeah, I don't know why I like Iria. I just do.
I think it's because he's hilarious. Like his comments.
I mean, yeah, fair.
And the way he talks, it's just perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's one of the things with like how Iria talks, where it's like he does have a lot of funny dialogue. I admit that, but then he'll just like speak in like not hashtags. That's cater, but like all the abbreviations in gamer talk, and I'm like, half of this I have to translate. I have to take a minute to translate.
Okay, but
and I'm pretty sure I would hit him if this were real life.
Does he say LOL or does he say LOL? Is the question.
If my personal opinion, if you say LOL, you are wrong. My sister says LOL, and I don't like it.
I say LOL as like if I'm trying to be funny, like LOL. But it's usually just LOL.
You say LOL as a joke, so that's different.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. So
who do you hate?
Guess. That one should be even easier.
It really is not.
Yes, that's one of them.
Jade.
Grim.
Wrong leech.
Whoa. I don't know. Bill?
Floyd?
Sure. Yes.
I meant Floyd, and I said Jade.
Was I correct
Wrong
with Grim?
I was just going of the main 22 students, but like, yes, Grim is also on there.
Fair.
Yeah. I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory as why you hate them. And I feel like, yeah.
I mean, not Vil. We haven't put that episode out yet, but yeah. That's a hot take. That is apparently my reason for disliking Vil. Is the way I see him, and it may not be in general, it may just be directed at Eppo, but I see Vil as being transphobic because of the way that he treats Eppo, and because of the way that I, as a trans person in a dance space, have experienced transphobia in my dance classes. It is the same way, the way that I was treated at my dance classes was the same way that Vil treats Eppo. So to me, that comes off very transphobic, and again, it may not, probably not in general, just based on Vil's other views that he talks about and are like huge parts of his character. But it's just, yeah, it comes off to me as transphobic, so I don't like him because of that.
Yeah, and that's very fair.
Yeah. Floyd is just annoying, and I don't like. I never like characters that like only call people by nicknames, which is another one of my issues with Rook as well. But like, it's mainly for Floyd. That is just like, ugh, I don't like that, and I also don't like his constant, like the way he treats Riddle. I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I also don't like that. I don't remember their ship name, but Floyd and Riddle is like Riddle's most popular ship because of like, yeah. It just makes
I think
me
it's like
uncomfortable.
Flowrit or something.
Yeah. I don't know. I never interact with that ship, so I don't know.
There are like very few things that I've read that have had that ship, and only because it was a background ship.
Okay. I've read a few. There is a TikTok series where it's like if Twisted Wonderland had Twitter. There's a few of them, but one of them is where the Floyd and Riddle are a background, and I find it very cute, but that's just because of that storyline going with that.
Yeah, and that's fair. There are like other ships from other shows that I can be convinced on based on the fic, but it's just like in canon,
in general,
Riddle is scared of Floyd, and he hates him. So,
I'm pretty sure he like hid behind us at one point. Like,
yeah.
They sent the dog down way too early.
Oof. Yeah, I don't like Floyd.
Yeah,
he's just weird and annoying. And then Rook is a creep and a stalker, and I don't like him.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I don't have to explain why I don't like him.
Yeah. And
I studied French all through high school. The friend that's in the room with me is part French.
No.
Part Canadian.
It's okay. No, that's just a joke as in, ew, French people. But no, I'm fluent in French. Okay, like I understand.
Bonjour. Okay.
And
I'm a little surprised Ace wasn't on your list, but it's okay because he's on mine.
I debated for a long time, and that's why I landed on I'm gonna make them guess and just whichever one they say first. Because obviously Rook and Floyd are gonna be on there, and I'm like, do I want to make my hot take for the day Ace or Vil? So it was just gonna be whichever one you said first.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well.
Am I going next, or are you going next?
I stupidly limited us to 3 each.
I can go next.
Yeah, you were the one that made the rules.
Yeah.
I can go next because I want to get it out of the way.
Yeah. Okay.
So to start, I have absolutely no list, and as I'm saying this is as it's being made. So my top
fair enough.
My top 3, they're kind of all the same. They're not 1, 2, 3. They're just top 3.
Fair.
Leona. Meow. And Floyd. Mayhaps, yeah. So for Leona, he's just kitty cat. He go meow.
Okay then.
Okay, but no. My type is rich men who will just give me money.
Well, that's definitely Leona.
And that's all 3 of them. So
I guess, yeah.
No, don't do that.
So, that just kind of explains all of them. Well, no. The first one, kitty, meow, meow. The second one is a dragon. And the third one's a fish, which kind of throws me off. But also, I just kind of like his vibe. He's crazy, and I'm crazy, and I feel like we would both kill each other. And that's kind of the vibe I like.
So we learned you like the animal characters.
God damn it, fuck you, Talissa.
Not judging, I'm just pointing it out.
I would also like to point out, have you played Book 6 yet, Kaden?
I have not.
Okay, there is a whole plot point about, there's like a video game that Ortho makes Leona play, and then when Leona asks why specifically Ortho wanted him to play that game, he says, oh, because studies in science have shown that cats really like this game, and Leona like basically cusses him out.
Kitty, meow, meow. Do you think he would tell me to stop petting him?
Probably.
No, I don't think he would.
Does.
I don't think
Leona
he
would be very upset that he likes being pet. That is what I believe.
I feel like if
you
I
would like start petting him.
If I went in his room while he was sleeping, he sleeps everywhere. If I found him while he was sleeping, I'd just pet his ears, and he'd probably start purring. And he would hate it, but I would absolutely love it.
I think I read something that lions can't purr, so technically I don't think Leona would be able to purr.
Shut up, let me Google this. Sorry. Okay, can someone...
I got it.
Okay, thanks, because
I feel like Leona would be the person that, like, you would start petting him.
Cannot purr.
No! No!
Very popular headcanon destroyed by our podcast.
No!
So
Kitty,
most big
meow.
cats cannot purr.
No!
I remember seeing a post where it was like you being upset that Leona can't purr, and then Malice responding by just straight up purring.
That would be adorable. Can dragons purr? Wait, you can purr just normally, right? Like if you roll your R or something?
I was gonna say one of my friends purrs, like it's just one of her stims.
Yeah, so I guess you could just learn to purr.
Yeah.
Okay, but I would tug on Leona's tail to see what would happen. But I'm just impulsive.
You'd get cussed out, that's what would happen.
Mm-hmm.
but kitty meow meow.
Oh my god. Is that just gonna have to be like the title of this episode?
No.
Kitty meow meow.
Episode 5, kitty meow meow.
Oh god.
Ranking
Please move
characters.
on.
Or that can just be the description.
Yeah,
Okay,
okay.
who do you hate?
Who do I hate?
Get it out of the way. We all know.
Jamil.
We know.
We both know.
I hate
Yeah.
Jamil with a burning passion. I don't need to explain it because later in time, there'll be an episode that will come out and it's called My Hate Episode. And it will, I think I spent like 20 minutes explaining how much I hate him and why. I hope everybody listens to it because it's not like, it's a beautiful episode. I love it.
Just want to warn, we are a little bit hypocritical in that episode because it's mostly Kaden, but I pop in there towards the end a little bit as well. But it's an interesting episode.
I'm not hypocritical. What do you mean?
I am.
Yeah. Somebody else is. I'm not. Okay, so I hate
You're the one who brought up the topic. So
Shush. Okay, so that's who I hate the most.
who are your other two?
Out of the students?
You can pick any
Yes.
character. I just limited myself to the main 22 because that's who I already had ranked.
Okay. I don't
So
necessarily...
you can say Neige.
No, I don't hate him. I do think it's an act. That brings me to my next one, I guess. Trey. I don't necessarily hate him, but I think he's an act. And, like, it's a villain school. Why is he being so nice?
That's the whole point.
Why is he being so nice?
The whole point is that it's a villain school and he's just some guy.
No, it doesn't make sense. That's why I hate him, because he makes no sense. Why is he at a villain school if he's being so nice to everyone?
That's the point.
No!
Yes.
Well,
That's his whole point. Everyone will like psychologically wear themselves down, just like automatically being like, this has to be an act, this has to be a ruse, something's gonna happen, and he's just nice.
no!
He just wants to bake.
No! I feel like his spell is so devious because he could literally put rat poison in your food and you wouldn't be able to know. You wouldn't be able to know.
Guess what? You can't really taste rat poison anyway, so that was a bad example.
Yes, I know that. But he could put like literal garbage into your food and you wouldn't be able to know. And I feel like that's just devious, and that's why I dislike him. I don't actually hate him. I just dislike him because I feel like he's lying about something.
Fair enough.
Okay. My next one is Cookie. Cookie just like went for my head.
As expected.
Yeah. My next one is okay, give me a second. I'm trying to think of everyone.
Do you want me to read my list?
No.
I was like, I can just start reciting dorm order.
Yeah, I could do that too. Because the next page is in dorm order.
Okay, I can't really think of a student, so I'm just gonna go with I kind of hate Train.
What?
I thought you were gonna say Crowman, but okay.
Me too. What?
Because, like, he gets so mad that everyone keeps falling asleep in his class, but he doesn't, like, help them. He's just, like, an old man teacher, and I've had those where they're just like, why do you keep falling asleep in my class? And you're like, maybe you should, like, change the curriculum to a point where, like, people aren't gonna fall asleep. Like, sure, you have to have some things, but, like, if people are just gonna keep falling asleep in your class, you have to change something. Like, obviously, you're being way too boring. Like, you're not helping your students. You're a bad teacher. I mean,
Okay.
kitty
Have
kitty
you
meow
played Glorious
meow.
Masquerade yet?
Oh my god.
Kitty kitty meow meow is there, and I love his kitty cat. But just because he's got a cat doesn't mean he's redeemed for being a bad teacher.
Again, have you played Glorious Masquerade yet?
Okay, I've been skipping through the things and like just so that I'd have it finished and I can read it.
I love Train and Glorious Masquerade. He is awesome. So I don't know how to explain it, but he is so nice. He like constantly talks about his wife too, or at least in the first part. I haven't started the second part yet. And it's just so sweet. I love Train's relationship with his wife because they're so soft.
I love that he is very devoted to his wife and stuff,
Yes.
which is completely different from the character that he's based on. But like,
Yeah, for real.
just because he's like devoted to his wife doesn't mean he's like a good teacher. So I hate him as like a teacher.
Okay, this is random, but I just remembered it. I have read a few fics where Train is Cater's like uncle. And I don't know why, but that does seem to be at least a popular thing.
Oh.
The Caterella theory.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's
Right,
like
that's
a
why. Never
headcanon
mind.
that Cater also might have some inspiration from Cinderella because of like he has two older siblings and like his dynamic with them. Like they hate him. So that's what that is.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. We can go more into that when we get around to our theory video.
I mean, I basically
podcast
just
thing,
said
if
the
we
entire
get to it.
theory.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much is that.
Anyways.
But
Talissa's turn.
okay, so again, I feel like these are kind of similar to Kaden. Like, they're not necessarily in order. It's just who I would vibe with the most or something. I don't know. Number one is obviously Malice, because how could it not be? What is it? The Scalding Sand. I keep referring to it as Silks Adorn because that's what the cards are called.
Mm-hmm.
It's
But that
Firelit
event-
Sky is
That
I
one.
believe the English. That's what our
Yeah.
episode is called, so.
Yeah.
That one. That event, I love him.
Yeah.
He's the best.
He's so
He's
silly.
so-
And I mean, him being based off Maleficent just makes it even better. And the fact that they just took, like, one, in my opinion, the only villain who actually had a valid reason for why they were a villain. And just made him, like,
A
soft
3-year-old.
cinnamon roll boy. Yeah. I love. I feel like this is a character that I could also easily hate. But I like Azul.
Yeah.
That's fair.
He's so...
Are you only saying that because he's nice to you when his cards come in?
No, he has stopped being nice to me, so I haven't gotten, like, any specialty cards. I think he's annoyed I took him off my home screen, but I got tired of looking at him. Malice is the rightful home screen person. But one of my favorite vignettes, I don't remember whose card it was, whether it was Azul's or Idia, but they have it where they're in the board game club, and Azul wants to play all these strategy games and everything, and Azul's like, no, you always win. Let's play the equivalent of life. And Azul is just getting so annoyed because he's like, I would never invest in that thing. Stop trying to tell me I'm going bankrupt. I would never make that decision. Or like, why would I do this? And he's complaining so much. And Edie is like, it's a luck game. This is what happens. And then Edie finds him practicing rolling dice until he can get it to roll on the number he wants every time. And Edie is kind of just like, this is why people don't want to play games with you. But I read that and I was like, take this dude to Vegas.
Yeah, he'd get kicked out so fast.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, though.
And
or just the episode, the vignette, his gym one, where he just can't get off the ground in flight class at all.
that one was funny. I actually read that one.
Forgot his name. Gaston is like, Jamil,
Vargas.
you have to help him, and you're staying here till he gets off the ground. And Azul just refused to listen, and he's like, by my calculations, I should be off the ground in like 3 days or something. We love him. We love the little mafia boss.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Sure.
I'm trying to stick to canon, but I do think Jamil is still in my top 3.
Sorry.
One, I will admit, I love Fan and Jamil so much. But canon-wise, he's still great. Like, he still makes jokes and stuff. And honestly, with the amount he puts up with Kalim, you really can't blame him too much for book 4, honestly, because...
I can.
No,
I mean, you
really
can, but, like...
I can and I will.
I can see his reasons. Kalim is literally a child. Like, I babysit, like, 2-year-olds. And it's a pretty similar interaction between them. It's great. And he's just such a mom. Like, I don't know how to describe it. But yeah, and then I mean, like, he can sing, he can dance, he can cook. He's got long hair.
But he's
I
not
would love
rich.
to play with his hair.
He's not rich.
I am not that shallow.
I am.
I know you are. I'm kidding.
No, don't be. I am very shallow.
So yeah. And then on to characters I hate. I hate Rook. I don't like him. He creeps me out. He makes me uncomfortable.
He's French.
Like,
That's not a valid
like, there are so many
criticism.
times where, like, the Bean Day event, like, Trey shows up and he's like, oh yeah, I knew it was you from your breathing pattern. And I'm like, what?
Mhm.
Like, one of his vignettes, like, Deuce and Ace walk in and he's like, oh yes, Ace Trapola, this class, this age, your height. And they're like, who are you? Like, they're under the impression they haven't met Rook yet, and he knows all this about them. He is a stalker to the extreme. Especially when you look at, you know, him with Nage. I'm just saying. Walking red flag. I feel like... So, these ones, like... I really hated them when I first started playing the game, but now that I've played book 5, I don't hate them as much, but I don't like Vil. Mainly for the reasons that Wonder said. I never liked him, really.
Mainly
Alternatively,
because I told her all of that before she started
I was gonna
playing
say,
the game.
alternatively, I also don't like Leona. He bugs me.
Kitty meow.
So, sorry,
meow.
Kaden. Sorry, Kaden, I don't like kitty meow meow, at least in canon. I want to hit him. That's how I can describe that. And then we have Ace. I don't like him at all. Wonder told me how much they hated them before the game started, and I'm pretty sure we discussed this in the last episode, but I'm like, oh, why would they dislike him? He's so nice or something. And then he just laughs at our face for not knowing anything. And then showing up at our dorm like 2 days later being like, let me sleep in your bed, I got kicked out.
Mm-hmm.
Come on in.
Like, no, I don't think I will. Yeah, you're there like, oh, sure, he can share my bed. And I'm just like, where's the slam door in his face button?
I'd be like, show me your bank account first.
I don't think he'd have much.
No, he's pretty poor.
He's like one of the very few characters in the game who's not rich somehow.
Yeah.
Which is like,
I think he's like lower middle class.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I just don't like him. He gets on my nerves. He's annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Also, for reasons Wonder has said, like, he just decides we're his bestie now, and we have to deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, those are my likes and dislikes. Similar to Kaden, I kind of came up with them on the spot.
Yeah.
I did not.
Meaning this morning, I had some time to think about it.
I had no time to think about it.
I had time to think about it in the sense of like, oh yes, I can make a list. The reasons I was just going to come up with on the spot, so that worked.
I worked from 5:30 to 11 and then 4:30 to 8, right? So I just did not think about it. I was like, I know a vague idea. I'm just going to stick with that.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
I went based off of who I talked most to on character AI.
I have yet to use that app, so
Dream job actor, so no. I haven't really talked about it with you guys, but I am very vehemently against AI, so.
That's fair.
Fair enough.
I dislike AIs being creative and stealing other people's work, but I like talking to someone who's always there to talk back. So.
Valid.
It's just my attention neediness.
Fair enough.
Yeah. It's also funny to ask characters questions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Try and see how in canon their response will be, or asking them about ships.
Yeah.
I just remember, I think you sent it. It was one of those like screenshots of them asking Twist character things, and it was just like asking every Twist character who they think is secretly dating in this school.
Yeah. That was funny. I remember
it was mainly Adus.
Yeah. Cookie, stop it.
Then there were the few like random ships. Like, how the heck did it come up with this?
Silver Sebek X Sebek was hilarious. I remember that one.
I ship that. I ship a
I was
variation
like that. I think I shipped that one too.
I remember doing a few of hilariously telling them that I'm pregnant and it's theirs, and then Vil getting all defensive and asking for a paternity test. And then he was like,
I mean, fair. He is famous. If you're gonna claim that, like,
yeah.
if that's gonna get out, it better be like correct.
Mm-hmm. And like, those were hilarious as fuck, and they were like very canon at the point. It was hilarious. Yeah. I've done a few other ones like where I've sent them to you guys just because I was bored and they were funny. But yeah. Oh, that one was so funny. Okay. Anyways, we should wrap it up. Yeah. It is a very short one.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Fine.
Yeah.
Do we have any closing comments or anything we want to say?
Ooh, in the questions, if you do listen, share with us your favorites and your least favorites.
Yes.
Yeah, give us lists.
We're
We
not
like the ones we agree with, or any comment we get.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I will personally debate you if you try to say anything nice about Jamil.
No, because you have to say that
And
for your
I will
episode.
thank you.
I will say that for my episode when it comes out. You guys can try and rebuttal against me, and I will shut you down so fast.
And I will just gaslight you into thinking I'm correct.
Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss. Anyways, thanks for listening to Kitty Kitty Meow Meow.
That's
Oh my
not
God.
what I'm calling this episode.
I can try.
That can be. Do you make
Gaslight,
descriptions for the
gaslight.
episodes?
Gaslight,
Hmm?
Like, do the
gaslight.
episodes have descriptions or something? That could just be the description.
Well, it's always like, have you not looked at the links I've sent you guys?
I do.
I do. I just am forgetful.
It's hang on, where's episode 1? It's like I usually do like here, for like episode 2, I do Twist Talks episode 2. Who could we take in a fight? And then the title, and then the description is our lovely hosts discuss which 5 Twisted Wonderland characters we could each take in a fight. That should be they. But yeah, so it's like our hosts discuss blah 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 is how I usually do it.
Okay, so the description can be kitty kitty meow meow space actual description. Parentheses, it'll make sense once you listen.
No sense. Kitty kitty meow meow. Anyway, so that's the end. Thank you for listening.
Thanks for listening.
Thank you for listening. Bye.
Bye.